What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shouty, and stepping in the building, I got my Florida fam off in this thing. Papa Duck, what's good with it, boss?
What's happening, what's happening, what's
feeling good, feeling great. Now, Duck, I done had a chance to marinate on this Bill Gates, man. I ain't even gonna wait on it, okay?
Right.
You hit every issue in America right now in one song, and then you open that thing up with Fred Hampton.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about putting that banger together.
Man, that was just the creative side of me. You know, like I tell people, I take my craft serious.
That's right.
I don't play like I ain't no rapper. I'm an artist.
That's right.
So when I put a piece like that together, that's classic.
Yeah.
I can just sit it down and it's gonna do what it do.
What is it like though for you when you start spitting your truth and your facts on that thing, man? I mean, what is the kind of reception that you get from that? And then what is your base saying when you start to take it from, okay, I talk my stuff on social media, but I also know how to make music with this thing at the same time too.
Honestly, man, that was the key. The key was to, I want to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? So let me. Now that I know what the music business is about, it wasn't what I was, when I was younger. Yeah, Source Award, Make Mama Proud. Yeah. Now I see what it ain't as, and I hate this. You get what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it ain't what I thought it was. So now I'm gonna stand on mine. So I want to bring the truth to the music. So when I started doing the videos on YouTube, like I said, it was supposed to be a 6-month plan.
What?
But it took a little over a year. Yeah. And when I started getting them numbers up, all I'm basically doing is building my own congregation. Yeah. And now that I'm basically taking the things I talk about on YouTube and putting it in songs. Yeah. And all I need is that congregation to tap in. It's like building my own railroad up out of here.
Exactly. Tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, talk to me about that whole process of building that tribe, man. What was that like for you when you said, okay, it's going to take 6 months, but it wound up taking a year. Now you're over here with 250,000 folks going crazy all over the place. What was that like growing that thing from scratch, though?
One thing about me, man, I'm big on compounding interest. I know if I keep knocking on that door, somebody going to answer. So, basically what I'm saying is, I always see the light at the end of the tunnel. Regardless how it is today, I know how it's gonna be 6 months, a year later. And that's what I did. I just saw it all the way through. I just don't stop. I know it's gonna happen.
What was it that made you start talking that stuff though, man? Because a lot of folks don't want to talk that stuff in the day of council culture and then just wind up getting everything deleted every 5 minutes. What is that like for you saying, I gotta spit the truth off in here?
Honestly, man, that's just something we always been on. Like I say, since I was 14, we used to get the Arab stores fined. Yeah. So we used to go to the city. Like I tell people, go to the city commissioner meeting, you'll see a lot of stuff going on in your city that you don't know about. Yeah. People outside your city getting grant money, and it's crazy. So when we used to go to the city commission meetings, and hey man, the store up here got the nasty books where the kids can walk in and see the titties and the
Exactly.
Fine.
Come on.
Go to the park. Man, that grass too high. We need that cut. Exactly. We need the nets on the basketball court. You get me?
Exactly.
But it take the city. The people in the city to help and support that, because they'll push everything but come to a city commissioner meeting because they don't want you to come. Yeah. They want to keep doing their little things. There was a city commissioner that was there that owned a paint store. And he used to buy paint from his store anytime the city needed paint. We stopped all that. We were hell. We were hell. We were the young soldiers, man. We used to set people up as far as walking in the store, 16-year-old buying beer. Yeah. Fine. Because at the end of the day, you can't come to our hood, man, and contaminate our hood. Yeah. And the money we put in your pocket, you sending it back overseas to your people. We ain't going for that, bro.
Exactly. When it came to the music, though, Doug, what was it that got you into the music?
I just saw that the things we talked about was sending our jits to prison. Yeah. It's a lot of people in prison and a lot of people dead just from Scarface, still to this day. Yeah. Those things was pushed on our community heavy from music, TV, movies. And at the time when I was younger, I knew what was up, but I'm still living. I'm still in it. But
Cocaine Cowboys and Scarface had folks wanting to push it to the limit.
Straight up. You feel me? And I talked about that stuff in music too. But as I got older, I realized, man, this ain't what it is. Cause a lot of these folks it's just a facade.
Yeah.
So I just say, man, you know what? I'm finna switch it. You know, I'm a stand on mine. You know, it take big nuts to do what I'm doing.
Facts. Working with folks like Plies and stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
What was it like linking up with another Florida legend?
Oh yeah, me and Ply, we go way back. Like, bruh, when he first started, I was there. You know what I'm saying? Gates. And it was more so like my partner John. I don't know if y'all can get that.
Yeah.
But everybody know who John was. That was my best friend, manager. He died in a car accident. One of our rap trucks coming from promoting at the club.
Yeah.
And it used to be him and Gates and me and Ply. So the two managers and the two artists. And we was on the road like tight. And when I send him beats and stuff, hey man, he grabbed them. And matter of fact, Ply's brother Gates wanted to sign me at one time.
Yeah.
From jail.
Yeah.
But the person that was communicating when I get on the phone with Gates, it was Alex from Slip and Slide.
Yeah.
It kind of wasn't, to me it's kind of like, and I'm just going to be honest, Alex was just, I felt like he was just trying to sabotage. Because when me and Gates on the phone, with him on the phone, it was one thing, but when I'm talking to him direct, it's another thing.
Yeah.
But that's just it, man. You know, all us cool, but it was a good experience though.
Mannie Fresh, another legend though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to lock in with that man right there. What was that like, Duck?
Bro, like, shout out to Mannie because we did 2 songs. We recorded it in Tilt Studio.
Yeah.
Mannie cool as hell. And me being a producer, like a lot of people don't know, me being a producer to be in the studio. Now, we ain't talking about sending no beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talking about Fresh right there on the drums. When Fresh get doing it, drinking them Heinekens or whatever, when he go to, and then he got a partner over here on the keyboard, it blew my mind because it's like, damn, I'm really here with a legend that's producing, and it's like, I mean, we in Tip Studio. Shout out to Tip, Snake, the whole Grand Hustle. You know what I'm saying? The real Grand Hustle, the hustle. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like that was mind blowing. And for Petaway, I don't know if you know Petaway. Petaway was the guitarist. Oh my God! Listen, Petaway the one played on a lot of Tip songs. I'ma do it. That's him playing on that.
He cold-blooded, yeah.
Bro, listen to me. When Fresh laid them drums, homie laid them chords and stuff. And when Petaway walking down, and he changed I had to go write my whole song over. When he came with bro, shouts out to Petaway, man. That was mind blowing.
Was you able to get any game from Fresh though, man, being that up close and personal with him? And what did he lay on you?
I sometimes when you look at producers or anybody that do what you love, you kind of try to figure out how they do it. Yeah. But for me to sit there and see it, I was like, man, bro, just do it just how. You know, sometimes you just had that anxiety, like, man, is he coming out? So it's like, no, man, bro, drinking I think he was drinking Heinekens or something green bottle, but I think it was a bill at that time. Yeah. And I'm talking about, bro, just go in. They building. It's crazy. The man can make 2-3 songs off one beat pattern. He's sick, man. Man, afraid to go.
Now, as an activist though, Duck, what is that like for you, man, when you getting on here and preaching to your choir and letting them know exactly what the hell's going on? And what are some of the main topics that you really want folks to walk away with when they tune in to Papa Duck?
I just want people to understand that we've been put in a box. You know what I'm saying? Your whole life been robbed. You've been robbed of your whole life. From the time you go to school to the time you finish school. You know what I'm saying? You've been put in a box, and a lot of things that you can unlock if you get out the box. You've been put in the box for a reason. So that's my main thing, is to let people know that it's infinite what you can do. Don't be put in no box. Don't let words. I tell people words are spells. That's why they call it spelling.
Exactly.
When you say a bad word, it's a curse.
Cuss word.
Curse.
Exactly.
We say cuss.
Yeah.
But it's a cursed.
Exactly.
So words are spells, man, and the word grammar come out of a witchcraft book. Yeah. People don't understand. It goes way deeper than, bro. I could go so deep with it, and I want people to understand that. Don't put spells on yourself. Don't say, oh, I got a bad day. I'm pissed off. Ain't no such thing as a bad day. Yeah. You know, so that's my whole thing, man. Get from up under that brainwash, man. That's my thing.
But how did you take the chains off your brain, though, Duck?
Honestly, people like me, I'm a why person. I got to just, like, why? You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Why? You know, why this, why that? I'm a why person. You can't just tell me anything and I go for it. Yeah. I just think it's in my DNA, man. I was born like this. I didn't chose this. This chose me. Yeah. So I just think that by being in your DNA, man, you just see things differently. I see everything differently.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
What is it like when you start telling the truth and then you start seeing yourself going deep in that thing, man? And have there ever been any times where you're like, oh, wait a minute, I think I might have went too far with the truth today?
Yeah, man. Like, honestly, man, I got this saying, I want to earn my death.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. It's like people getting killed for nothing. And I'd rather earn my death, man, than walk away. Like they say, a coward dies 1,000 deaths, soldier dies one. I just want to be straight up and down. My principles every day is to be honest. You know, don't lie. And you know, as a man, I work on all that, and it gets me where I gotta go. And when you start unlocking them layers as being pure, bro, the whole life just open up to you. You know what I'm saying? All this here, this is a dream for me.
Yeah.
I man, bro, when she told me we coming here,
my God,
let's book them flights. Hey, and I ain't just this is no bullshit.
Yes,
like straight up. I'm talking about stuff like this is what keep me going. Cause like I told you, I don't got to be a Drake. I don't need billions of dollars.
Yeah.
100, 200, 300,000. I'm good.
I feel you.
And I got time to kick it with my family. See, people like that, they get a lot of money.
I'm here with you.
But they give up a lot.
You giving up a whole bunch.
You feel me? So
yeah.
That's all that is.
So now, when it comes to trying to save your people, though, man, what frustrates you the most, too, when you telling folks the knowledge and giving them the game and they not receiving it? What is it that you really need people to receive that they ain't getting?
I just think that I understand that I'm up against big TV, big radio, you know, big media. They got way bigger speakers, so people hear the bull more than they hear the truth.
Yeah.
It's to the point where you got to convince somebody the truth before you do a lie, right? So my thing is this, man. It's like, by me knowing that, it doesn't frustrate me no more because a lot of people are sheep and it's not their fault because they went through the brainwash camp, the 12, and they trying to extend 12 years of school to 16 because they understand
12 ain't enough no more.
12 ain't enough. No, you know, we want to keep y'all. And see, one thing people got to understand, it takes two sides for it to be a war. So you have to have one side that knows and another side that don't to be taken advantage of. And to send you to school to brainwash you, you know what I'm saying? They have to have that. That's why going to school is law. You don't go to school, you go to jail. Man, them folks don't give a damn if you go to about your education that much. They just want you to go through that, you know, to bring that low
socialization
vibration
thing going on.
Bring that vibration down low, and when they bring you to an animal state, they can control you.
When you think about vibrations and frequencies, man, can you speak on that and let folks know exactly what the hell's going on with that?
That is real. People don't understand. The whole world is energy, vibrations. Like I tell people about ley lines. You got negative ley lines, positive ley lines, and these are just all the monumental things are built on positive ley lines. From the Octagon, the White House, and all this. But then you got the hood built on negative ley lines. This is why in the projects you could damn near walk. If you in tune, you can sense negative energy. I can walk into a building and sense negative energy because I'm in tune. Plus I wear the right, you know, jewelry for that stuff. So it's like, what I want people to understand is energy is real. If you do negative things, you're going to end up around negative people and you're going to get negative results. It's just that simple. When you do positive things, you're going to be around positive people getting positive results. It's just that simple. Energy is real, homie.
Protecting your mind. How do you go about keeping your mind strong during these times, too? Because I understand and I know that it can get frustrating out here in these streets, making it do what it's supposed to. So how do you keep yourself motivated and positive?
Right. Honestly, man, understanding is a motherfucker, man. Yeah. And I tell people that because my paradise ain't expensive. I tell people, my paradise is cooking me something to eat, sitting in my house, my AC on.
Come on.
And I'm just watching some Beehive.
Don't go there with me.
Something that entertaining.
But I feel you.
Something that's entertaining to me because I'm very thankful. I walk through my house all the time saying I'm thankful, I'm grateful. And it's like, people can fly to Hawaii and come back and say, oh, the trip was screwed up. I had a rough time because your mindset screwed up. Anytime you wake up, homie, you blessed.
Come on.
So you got to lay your own laws and to govern you. And when I think, and principles and laws is like the lines in the road. If you ain't got them, you all over the damn place.
Exactly.
So a problem to somebody else ain't no problem to me. That ain't, what? That's a misdemeanor, homie. What you talking about?
Facts.
So that's how I get through a lot of stuff. I just understand so I can stand over it. You feel me?
What keeps you from going into the thing though and thinking to yourself, okay, they got this, they got that. Folks saying that I should have this, I should be there right now. How do you ingest all of that energy coming at you when they say, Duck, why ain't you doing this? Duck, you should be doing that. Well, I think you need to be up here. What the hell? And then you think to yourself, maybe I should be striving for that kind of stuff, but I'm happy where the hell I'm at right now. Good.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, man, it goes back to understanding. You get what I'm saying? I'm like this, bro. It's always levels. It's people got more money than Donald Trump.
Facts.
And then one thing about money is infinite. It never stops. You get me? So you could have 100 billion, you just want more and more and more.
Come on.
I learned to just be okay with being able to live off my principles. I could take my kids, my family, and do what I need to do. I ain't at the mercy of nobody. Things like that is what makes me okay.
Yeah.
And then I also look at people that look up to me. Like, I might not be a Drake, but then you got homie that's not a Papa Duck.
Yeah.
So I know on my level, I'm king, and I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. So,
Working with other legends like Bigger Rankin, man.
Right.
Talk about your relationship with that guy right there, because, I mean, he gets busy as well.
Pops. I call him Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Bigger, definitely well respected.
Yes, sir.
From the first day we met, like I say, my first mixtape, I met Bigger in Daytona. I let him hit the mixtape on the way back to Orlando. Before we made it back, he was hitting like, yo, man, I'm gonna do this for free. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for free. So the Real Nigga Radio, he did that for free, and he always did my projects for free.
Yeah.
And I can't say Bigger's one of the people that really like in this music shit. I'm gonna be honest, from the Diamond Awards, just putting together DJ coalitions and traveling, and people don't understand, bro. I was just telling bro on the elevator, this ain't for everybody.
Facts.
This ain't, when y'all see this whole weekend moving from one spot, that spot,
it's
then
work.
You got family, you got to FaceTime your kids, and it's the music is the easy part.
Yeah.
So like I say, for Bigger to do what he did. And at the age he is, he earned the respect. Right? That's just something I'm gonna give him flowers right here.
Rick Ross. I mean, you done made your way across the whole state in this thing, man. I mean, working with the boss, Rick Ross.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Ross is a real one.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying that because that's my partner. We call him Fat Boy. If you know about Fat Boy, you know him. So if you don't know Ross by Fat Boy, you don't know him. So shouts out to Jeter, man. Shouts out to all them boys over there, man. You know what I'm talking about? I did a song with Ross called Florida Boy.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta early in the morning, and we had to rent this house, and in the back, I'm throwing something at the deers back there. And I'm like, man, what the hell am I gonna put on this song? I had just seen Ross the day before.
Yeah.
At Dave and Buster in Miami with his he big on his jets.
Yeah.
Man, put Ross on that bitch. Man, I tell you no lie. I hit Ross up. No. He said, no worries, send it over. Man, something in the verse back in 2 days.
My God.
No paperwork, no money involved, no, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. The man sent the verse and did the video for me.
Come on.
And shot the video. We got Khaled in the video, Ross in the video, and shots out to Ace Hood because he jumped on the remix and he jumped in the video.
Were you able to get some game from Rick Ross though, man? Because I mean, this guy's writing books. I mean, he got the biggest piece of real estate in the state of Georgia right now. I mean, what kind of game do you pull from that, man?
I pull this, man. Ross is a hustler. It's a difference between, like I tell people say, oh, 360 deal, this and that. Bro, you can give some people 100% and they still can't prosper. You get me? So with the understanding of that, Ross the type of person that understands I used to be there. The fact that I don't want to be there anymore makes me not get comfortable.
Exactly.
So when bro was doing the music and he got that deal, you already know. Look at him. From people who started what he started to now, how many people did what he did?
Yeah.
Not just music. Music just the door opener.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff we probably don't even know about, from Reebok, the cigars, the beard cream, the wing stop.
Yeah.
It's just he understand that I can't go broke no more. That's what makes you hustle. And that's just that bottom mentality, man. That's that Florida mentality.
Break down that Florida mentality, man. What is it in the water down there in Florida that gets the grind going, man?
Man, it's just, honestly, I feel as though I've traveled enough, and I came to the realization that no hood is realer than another hood. Mm-hmm. You may have more of this and more of that going on, or less of this and less of that going on, but I've been in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. I done been everywhere, and it's real niggas there.
Come on.
And there's some follow niggas there.
Come on.
Everywhere you go. And it's just, the bigger the city, the more of it, or the smaller city, less of it, but it's the same thing.
Exactly.
So when you travel, you start to see things differently. Mm-hmm. You know, it ain't just about what the TV say or what your perception change. So to me, I ain't gonna just say Florida or Georgia here. I'm gonna say worldwide, man. You got real OGs or real hustlers. You know what I'm saying? You got people that'll say, man, I don't like what you're doing. Then you got people that'll support you and say, here you go. And might not listen to your music, but he support what you're doing.
Exactly.
And you got fans. So I just feel like this here, man, just all around the world, you got real niggas, you got fake niggas. That's just my thing. I don't really kind of categorize it as a city, state, and that, because you got some hustlers, females, everywhere, and then you got some that just gonna sit and don't do nothing.
As an artist, though, Duck, you done had the chance to work with the likes of Gucci Mane and Scarface, man.
Mm-hmm. Right.
When you get in there with Scarface, what is that like? Because, I mean, there's only one face. You know, some folks are saying that Face is the greatest of all time, period.
I would say that. I've got the opportunity to, when the Face record was a record we sent over.
Okay.
So it was that type of vibe. Mm-hmm. I got the opportunity to work with Bun B. I did tracks with Bun B. Shouts out to Triple J. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get into that Bun. I can't let you slide without talking about the Bun in this thing.
Yeah. Bun a real one. I think the era of me coming in the game when I did, and I'm going to say this like I said last night, I'm appreciative of the era I came up in.
Yeah.
The Yin Yang Twins.
Facts.
You know, the whole Atlanta movement.
Yeah.
You know, from when that thing went from Texas, you know, from California, Texas, New York. It's just, I'm a student of music. This is my craft. This ain't nothing that this consumed me, bro. Exactly. Like the Holy Ghost.
I'm with you.
It took my whole life, bro. So everything about my life, music, and I'm just appreciative to be in that era. Mm-hmm. So people like Scarface, Bun B, you know, UG, just the whole UGK movement, 8 Ball, MJD, like. People don't know, you know, Swab House, Tony Draper.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? People can't, bro, you tell me the artist, I tell you what label he was on.
Exactly.
I tell you the producer that was, because I'm a music fanatic.
I'm with you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't just, no, Duck do music. No, boy, Duck, boy, listen, boy. From the studio, like I told you, all this equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
Snatch it apart, put it back together.
Come on.
Engineered all my music my whole career. Did beat, so I had an advantage over a lot of artists. But to go back to the question, Face them definitely the pioneers. You got to give it up for people who paid the way. And I think that's the problem today. They don't see the shit that people went through before them.
Yeah.
It just ain't no respect there.
When you get in there with the Bun though, man, I mean, you know, UGK is one of my top 3 groups of all time, period, point blank, man. So, I mean, as a person that is a consumer of music, to be able to get in there with them and jam, what was that like for you?
Man, I was geeked up. I probably couldn't tell, not drugs geeked up, but I was happy geeked to be around a legend. And we just did a show with Bun in Alabama a couple weeks, about 2 months ago? We just did Bun, me, Bun, Juvenile, Jeezy. Yeah, we turned that thing up. Shots out of Mobile, but Bun wrote that verse so damn fast. and I'm ready. Duck, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, we ready. We can record it in Miami.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I just like I say, man, music is to me, man, I wouldn't have it no other way. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get people to understand that no, I don't just rap. I'm in this shit. Like I can tell you from the No Limits to I did a song with Fiend.
That's my dog.
Yeah, Fiend my dog, man. Fiend, you know what I'm saying? I was there when Jackie O and Foxy Brown went at it in Circle House.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gravy, you know what I'm saying? The guy who played Biggie Smalls, you know, we did a hook for him down there, him and damn what the dude name, his manager, man, he used to manage Nicki Minaj. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
But just man, I love music, man. I've been there. I done put my work in.
So what is it like juggling activism and freedom of speech and music at the same time, man? And then integrating them both together for this Papa Duck brand and movement.
Right. The thing about it is to consolidate the 3, sometimes you don't see things until you get to that crossroad.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't been thinking this.
Yep.
So for me to implement that into the music, it's like a whole nother level. You get what I'm saying? And being able to not just talk about it, but now to put it in music.
Yeah.
You gonna give me the ability to say what I want to say, but put it in music. The songs that I got.
Exactly.
It's over with. So that was my aha moment. That was that year. You feel me? That was that year long I took, built that, and now it's like, okay, we got our own thing now.
Being independent and being able to grow that fan base organically, man. What has that journey been like? Saying, okay, I got this goal, I got this vision, I got this dream. Now I got to get a whole bunch of niggas to believe in it.
Gotcha. I've always been the type of person that, like, I don't worry about stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, because I'm big on taking the no's and turning it into fuel.
Yeah.
Don't tell me no. And it's not to be funny. It's just, all right, okay. Like I say, give me enough time, I'll figure it out. From street teaming, when we did street team work, we was the ones, literally the first ones putting music in the corner stores.
Yeah.
We were the first ones doing that. Buying them tiers and dropping them in there. Cause I thought to myself, if you come to the store, you see a pop it up CD, $5, you gonna, bro, some of them stores sold out before we left the city, stocking the city up. And I'm telling you, from Florida, and I ain't taking this from nobody, but I'm one of those artists that broke out of Florida that was moving all week, all month, constantly on the road, constantly headlining our own tours, hitting all the chicken circuits. We was there. I seen it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so my thing is this. Even with street teams, I would think I would say we was the first ones that when a promoter called, I'll sneak the fee in there for 1,000 CDs and say, hey, you gon' okay, bro, I'm gonna send you 1,000 CDs.
Yeah.
With the show.
Come on.
So now you got 1,000 CDs to give out, but they was selling them.
Ooh.
So by the time I got to the city, oh man, city lit. Now I got free distribution through the promoter.
Come on.
I ain't got to send no street team up there no more because the promoter is the street team. He know the city better than me.
Genius, come on now.
I told you, give me enough time, I figured out. And when we did that changed the game because not only is they eating off, because I gave them good love. I showed promoters love. I showed promoters love to the point, if I go off energy, bro, if I felt you did your best and it ain't do what it, hey man, don't worry about that catcher. But that same promoter beef up and come back and get me for 5 shows.
Come on.
I'm the only, one of the only artists that showed him love when he didn't know what he was doing.
Exactly.
But sending them 1,000 CDs at that time, they sold them for $5 a piece. They made a shitload of money on top of the show.
What is it that you think gets your audience riled up and attracted to the Papa Duck movement, man? What is it that you spit that you feel like is needed and wanted and that just really draws the audience in?
I think just being truthful. You know what I'm saying? Just the records I wrote. I wrote records that uplifted women, made people. I've seen over 8 women with my name tattooed on them. Never seen them, never knew about them. But it's just at my show, got my name like, oh, because I wrote a song, or I touched them in this way. So it's the music, bro. It's always the music. It's the connection, the stuff you talk about, you know, man. And I've always tried to write songs that make people say, damn, who this dude is.
Yeah.
And that's just what it was. It's the connection, man. It's the music.
When it comes to speaking on stuff like jabs and everything else that's going on out here, man, what is that like for you? And what kind of backlash do you receive when you start talking about that?
I mean, honestly, man, I just go with what I know what's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, when you dealing with the sheep, you know, a lot of times you're gonna have backlash, but time gonna tell it all.
Yeah.
And I'm always telling them, don't say I ain't tell you.
You know, one of the things my big brother David Hightower hit me with one time, I was talking to my brother, he said, hey, B, folks will be so in love with the lie that you literally gotta fight them to get them to accept the truth.
And guess what?
Talk to me.
A lot of that got to do with psychology. I tell people, study psychology.
Yeah.
Because once you study psychology, you understand that what's real to you may not be real to me.
Facts.
So what's real?
Come on.
This is what marketing, if you go take a marketing class, they teach you about consistency. Because all they doing is program. programming you. That's all radio is. Radio programming.
Yes, sir.
So that's the damn, I ain't like this song, but now I'm starting to like it because you program.
Come on. You hearing it in your head, the radio ain't even on.
Exactly. So when you beat something in somebody's head so long, the lie becomes the truth.
Yeah.
You know, and it's called cognitive dissonance. It's just
Thanks.
your brain develop a truth about something that you've been told over and over and over and over again. So when somebody come with something other than that, they like, your brain like, hold on.
Can't process
They say, I can't, so you get that unfamiliar, feeling. That's why I tell people, get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Exactly. At what point was it that you felt comfortable with being uncomfortable, and what was that tipping point for you, Duck?
Once I realized that being uncomfortable is a sign of growth.
Ooh.
Damn. Yeah. Because when you're in a comfortable state, that means you're doing the same thing over and over and over.
Facts.
But when you
uncomfortable.
When you're uncomfortable, you growing because
just now
success is on the other side of fear. Whatever it is you fearing, you might say I want to rap, but those 3-4 people pop in your head, could be your brother, your neighbor. You need to learn to rap in front of them. Get over that fear.
Yeah.
Because success is on the other side of fear. That's the uncomfortable feeling.
What is it that you love the most about your movement that you got going on right now, Duck?
That I can be me.
Ooh.
I could be me. I don't have to fit into this box. I don't like boxing.
Yeah.
So I don't have nothing against other artists, but like I tell people, bro, I stand on mine. I'm a man, and if I come to the table with something, I'm gonna ride it in. You get me? I'm not gonna get everybody, but that ain't my goal.
Come on.
I'm okay with that.
When it comes to the credit part of the game, though, Duck, break that down, man. And what was it that got you in the credit?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell artists this. A lot of times, music go from being a hobby to a nigga, I gotta make some money.
Yeah.
and that's where the line draws. It's okay to go with the partners when you young and y'all just the Dungeon Family type stuff. You get me? All up together, we just hanging. But then you get to a point where he did have a baby, he just he got an apartment. So now the strategy has to change because you got responsibility. So my thing is this: I tell people to take what's in front of you and as an artist and just scale up. Put it to the point where you making money 4-5 ways off of what you doing. You may not be making money off music, but by you who you are, you could get this going. You can get that going. You can get this going. Now you ain't at the mercy of labels or somebody trying to take advantage of you. You ain't got to make these rockhead ass decisions because you got bills to pay. No, bro, we got this moving, that moving, that moving. So the music the longer y'all wait, the more it's gonna take.
Helping to clear folks' debt, though, man. What is that like? Because, a lot of folks find themselves in debt and they can't move forward because they can't even borrow money. They ain't got the money, can't borrow the money, and now they in debt looking crazy.
I'm going to tell you this, though, before I even answer that.
Yeah.
If you look at the digital marketing companies for music today, now they starting to put their artists or their clients in position to get loans through credit.
Yeah.
What that tell you? See, we look at credit like, oh, this, you broke. We got the wrong perception. See, we was playing hide and go seek when we was small, and other kids, you know what I'm talking about, they were playing Monopoly.
Yeah.
They were playing cash flow. They was setting their kids up for financial literacy as a jit. Listen, I saw where a community of them, people was hosting game nights with their kids throughout the community, because a community is different from a neighborhood. We're going to get into that in a second. But
come on.
In that community, their kids used to have a game night, like they going against each other. And it was beneficial for the kids as they got older, because now they know how to manage money.
Exactly.
We don't know how to manage no money. How many of us hit the lottery and went broke?
Quick as hell.
Played football, went broke.
Come on.
Because you make money off debt.
Yeah.
We was taught debt was the bad thing. Hell no. Debt is how the rich get rich.
Spending other folks' money.
And get what? It's a term for that in the financial world. You know what I'm saying? OPM.
Come on.
OPM, any financial person knows what OPM means. That's other people's money.
Facts.
The bank needs you. The bank ain't got time to go out there and do real estate, but they got the money.
And the closest we got to OPM was OPP, nigga.
Yeah, you feel me? And then on top of that, it's like, bro, at the end of the day, what I tell people is, look, man, don't build your credit to tear it down. Don't buy buy assets. Don't buy liabilities. Because if you could buy a car and it ain't doing it but taking money out your pocket, go buy a damn food truck.
Yeah.
They're going to put money in your pocket. And this is how the debt work right quick before we move on.
I'm with
Say you get a $100,000 loan. You go buy a food truck for $50,000. Now you got $50,000 left. On that $100,000, the loan might be, say, $800 a month, right? bro, you making $6,000 a month on the food truck. Take the $800 out of 6, debt.
Come on.
Pay that off. Go back and refinance that and get that $800 down to 6. Now you're making more money. And get what? Go out there and get some more damn debt. This is how the rich get rich. And that's the game, on.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Community versus neighborhood, though. Break that down, Duck.
A community is just like the word commute. It's together. People moving on one accord. A community is people that's doing the same thing that's related to each other, like a community.
That's right.
A neighborhood is just a neighborhood. You got neighbors, y'all don't know each other, I don't know you. So when you look at a neighborhood, it's no togetherness. It's all, divide and conquer the council.
Yeah.
So when you got communities, meaning everybody in this community is having, meetings and doing this and doing, we moving as a unit, as a tribe. That's a big difference. Because a lot of time in our neighborhood, we don't even want to talk to our neighbors.
Yeah.
And they don't understand, it really hurts us.
Yeah.
Because if your neighbor doing something, got a business, and you got a business, and it's like, y'all can come together on this, and then here, and then next thing you know, like we building a whole tower of CEOs. So right now we got 20, 30, close to 30 people. I'm talking about top people though. Yeah. Not know anybody. People done filter through. So it's like you coming to this here. We got. You want to do real estate? I got somebody that got you.
Yeah.
You want to get into this? I got somebody gonna walk you through the whole process, that's the benefit of it. Just bringing people together.
Talk to me about your system and your formula that you got going on over there right now. Break that down.
Yeah. This is my goal. My goal is to, because like I said, when you go to the city commission meetings, you get grants from the city. They take you through all this BS because they're not going to fund you to overthrow them.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling people is, if you're dealing with anything dealing with the system, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
It ain't designed for you to win. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Call a spade a spade. My thing is this. We get it to where we want 1,000, and I just say this. We want 1,000 people a month. Put up $10, right? That's $100,000 a month to change our situation for our kids. $10. $10. This is what the church supposed to be doing.
Come on.
But it ain't happening.
So
you get me?
When you get them 10,000 folks to come with that 100, man, what is that like being able to do that group economics?
I know that's gonna be water. It's like, I know it's gonna be, a little static. Yeah. But we have to develop a system to where if you want to contribute $10 to your neighborhood becoming better than what it is, then okay, we have certain things set up to say we could put this money towards this, and we go on a collective vote.
Yeah,
all of it's positive, so whatever come out of it is good. Yeah, but the whole key is to teach our kids how to be manable, teach them how to do business, teach them how to do credit. Yeah. You got doctors 16 years old in other countries. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go to no school no 9 years. Everything in America is set up for profit, bro. Yeah. Everything. And anything that's attached to a certificate is basically you asking for permission. You need a certificate to get married, you need a certificate. You basically asking the United States, which is a corporation.
Facts.
People don't understand that. The United States of America is a corporation like McDonald's, Burger King, just a company.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And you asking them permission to get married because you merging as one company.
Exactly.
That's all it is. So I just want to be able to get there and to teach teach them how to grow food, teach them how, we at an age now we know what works and don't work.
Yeah.
So we can teach our kids with $100,000 a month. Yeah. We could definitely set up a program, a curriculums to really grow the best out of our neighborhood.
Exactly.
And show them, bro, this is what it is. Because what they said, it ain't what it was. And change it all up.
Now, the digital side of things, though, Duck, because you went out there and mastered that as well, man. Talk about, monetizing yourself and then using social media to grow that platform without having to go the old school route of hand-in-hand combat out here in guerrilla market.
Because I came in an era where we had the hand-in-hand combat, but I understand the switch.
Yeah.
I'm not, you either on one side of the fence, you're a consumer or you're a business.
Yeah.
I understood the business end. Social media was created for data.
Facts.
That's all it was. So once I understood that, I implemented that into what I'm doing. Like I tell people, before you go out and go to a city and spend $3 grand on sniping it up, all this and that. Bro, you could take $3 grand, put it online, and you'll get way more people. You'll be able to control it, and you will be able to see what your audience is, so you know who to target in other cities.
Well, see, I got to hit you with this though, Duck. When you say put that $3 grand online, it's difficult for folks to really do that because they don't know if. They look at on the internet like the Wiz, man.
Right, I got you.
Who is this person I'm giving this money to? Is it really somebody watching what I got going on? Or is this algorithm really picking up my content and sharing it with everybody?
Right.
How do you convince people to understand that if you do invest into your digital platform, it'll actually grow?
I mean, just from the numbers, like if you got a shirt line or something, start putting, $100 a month on it. And you'll start seeing things that, like you do A/B testing. If A don't work, B don't work, go to C. One of them gonna work. Exactly. And when that one work, you say, damn, we put $100 on this, we sold, 25 shirts.
Exactly.
So you need to, juice that up and keep it running. And a lot of people, this is how they know. Like I say, it's just testing certain things. You get what I'm saying? So when you go digital, it'll tell you what's working and what's not. Even though it may seem like it could be so, this or that, but when it convert into sales, that don't lie. That bank account, when you wake up and be like, damn, because I know people literally making, bro, sometimes $2-3 grand a night. Just wake up in the morning and boom. Wow. They got something that got that sauce and it's on autopilot. And they just feeding it.
What do you think about this new world that we're in now? Because that was one of the things too. When you got situations like the jab causing folks to lose their jobs and people not being entrepreneurs and not having a real backup plan to be able to fight against things that might be violating their rights. What do you think is going to take to get everybody to get on this digital wave and start saying, okay, let me get an online business in some form of fashion, whether I'm moving product, IP, or whatever the hell is going on.
Right.
I'm putting some online that can bring back a check to me.
Right. I think that if they don't see that by now, then I ain't gonna never see it.
Damn.
And I hate to be blunt, but if you're a man or a woman and you got a household or family to take care of, you have to think this way.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in a position where you're at the mercy of a job that can cut you off at any minute. You don't want to work 40 years for a boss you'll never meet. Yeah. It just don't make sense. This is why I got into the credit business, because we've helped a lot of families, man.
Wait a minute, stop it right there. Because you just kind of struck a chord with me right there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Working 40 years for a boss that you'll never meet.
You'll never meet.
But 40 years is a long ass time.
A long time. And guess what?
Of servitude.
And guess what? Rockefeller invested into the education system to put forth curriculums to make people workers. They don't want bosses. Yeah. They want you to work for them. Yeah. And I'm telling them like, bruh, we need a community, then this is why I say we need to teach people that ain't the way. It don't make sense. But don't be scared. Cause like I say, when you don't own nothing, then you can't call no shots. Yeah. But if we putting our own money up, we putting together our own curriculums, and not only that, we putting together our own businesses. Who to say we can't buy a grocery store in our hood and let that grocery store let all the proceeds goes back into what we doing again, get another business and another business? Because that's basically what all the other people do. Yeah. They got businesses scattered all over the United States, so when they come here, they get right up on one of their own businesses and they keep it going. We spend our money with everybody else that don't spend their money with us.
When you think about group esteem and how we feel about ourselves and stuff like that, Duck, how do we get each other to respect each other, show more love, and feel like, hey, man, I'm going to rock with you. I'm going to help you grow your business, and I'm going to be here for you. You be here for me.
Gotcha. Education. And I'm not talking about school education. I'm just talking about having the right curriculums and showing people, like, listen, if we walk in a room and there's 30 people in here, I say, here, pass this around. And I talk for a whole hour. And I say, who got that $100 bill? Give it to me. Guess what? Our money bounced around this room and it went nowhere. That means we spending money with each other. Exactly. That's why they call it currency. Exactly. Cash flow, it got to move. So our money shouldn't move out this room. Because their money don't move out their room. But what we do, we empower everybody else.
Exactly.
And the ones who got money, blacks who got money, they want to get in bed with those same people. They don't want to get in bed with us. So the thing don't really have to happen, bro, we got to build businesses and build a union to say, hey, what you selling? You selling paper towels and stuff? Okay, come get in this union.
Yeah.
Everybody who's buying paper towels got to buy from you.
Exactly.
And vice versa. You need what you need. You know what I mean? And we do it systematically, and not just because you black, we gonna rock with you. No, we got rules. We moving on principles.
Exactly.
Yeah, we moving. And once you get that going, because that's what they scared of.
Yeah.
They don't care how much money you got. They scared of power and numbers.
Yeah.
They don't care how much money you got, because think about it. It's the United States. You get a $300 million suit, every dime you spend on the United States is going right back into the United States pocket. They don't care.
Come on.
When you got 100, 200-300 businesses, power businesses spending money with each other, not only that, showing other people that this is where it's at, this is what we should have been doing a long time ago. Oh, they panicking.
You got Tulsa.
They panicking. They do not want that. Trust me, because that's the power. At the end of the day, and then when I say that with all due respect, every nationality rap how we rap. Why? Because we are the ones that everybody want to be like. You can go find a Chinese rapper that rap with auto-tunes.
Yeah.
Every other nationality.
Yeah.
Where they get that from?
The creators.
Exactly. Everybody want to be like us. We like the circus, and they the ones in the audience.
So that's going back to what I was kind of hitting on earlier with the group esteem thing. Mm-hmm. Everybody want to be like us.
Facts.
But we don't like ourselves.
That's self-talk.
My God.
I'm going to tell you why. A lot of time when people speak on relationships and stuff like that, people like, oh, men this and women that. Bro, you got to understand, what put the perception in your mind of a man or a woman? I didn't do it. Who did it? TV. And people don't understand that when they put these shows together on TV, it represents you as a black woman or a black man, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Other nationalities don't stay in your household, but they see y'all fighting and acting their ass on TV. The TV, the radio, all that is the perception of what people pick up as to what a woman is, what a woman wants. And then I'm gonna tell you a bigger thing in that. We go a step deeper than that.
Come on with it.
Women got to understand. By nature, man is your alpha male. You're supposed to lead.
That's right.
We're in a society where Jim Crow, they switched all that, and they made our women the ones. And thanks to these Section 8s and all that, men don't have a position in the house no more because the government became the man. They can kick you out, and they shit gonna still flowing. And what I'm saying is this: that is by design. That is by design. And what people got to understand is this: the workspace is what changed everything around. Because when it was all factory work, women couldn't do that work. They wasn't strong enough to do it. But now it's switched because people gotta understand welfare was created for white people first. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and the projects.
Yeah, because when the men went to work, they created welfare for the white women to stay home to take care of the children. But what we got to understand is when you don't control what's going on in your society, bro, you just in a wild machine going around. You don't control nothing. To
piggyback off of what you said too, man, Gil Noble on Like It Is, he was interviewing some of Malcolm X's partners, and at the end of that damn interview, one of his partners said, Malcolm, he said in America, they'll allow a black man to grow up. But Malcolm showed us that we could mature.
Facts.
Into a man outside of just being a grown ass boy.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I think we got to get people to understand too. Not because you a certain age or you got a certain amount of money that makes you grown and a productive person in society, but it's the maturation of your mind to where you say, okay, group economics.
Facts.
Okay, I'm a shop with you because you my person, you my partner, and we gonna, empower each other.
Law.
And that's one of the things that really hit me and struck me, as you said, what you were saying earlier, because growing up and maturing are two different things. And we don't get enough men able to actually mature into the kings and the gods.
Facts.
I got to quote my guy M. Rec one more time too, where he really snapped. He said, hey man, I ain't giving niggas they flowers no more.
Right.
I'm giving kings they crown.
That's facts.
He said, you give dead people flowers.
Facts.
He said, I'm crowning kings around here. And I think even with that terminology in itself, a change and program folks in a different way and how they look at each other with group self-esteem in this thing.
Words. I'm telling you, man, bro, in this society that we don't control, it's gonna be real hard for us to become collectively like that. Now, had we it's just like this. Everybody experience things differently, right? If you was a black dude and you was raised by white folks as a foster parents, you may perceive white folks totally different than someone else, right? And that's all because you've experienced that one thing differently. But at the end of the day, we all have the same consequences. My thing is this: we don't live as a tribe like we supposed to, where we experience things the same, see it the same, and have the same consequences. It just don't make sense, and we don't control that. The very people that does control this, they know. You a sheep. You don't know no better. So you run around saying me and this, me and that, but you don't understand. We gave you the perception of everything you know. We cut your head open, put everything that you know in it.
What is it like for you though, Duck, when you out here spitting these facts, man? Do you catch any resistance?
At first, I used to be like, but I've learned to make you see something in the most simplistic way to where you say, this nigga making sense. I've learned that. I can't. My teachers, like my big homies, and I respect them. They just those people that the few that follow that. I don't care what they say. I don't care what I'm doing when they call. They come. We have to go. Yeah. This is just that. But from what our big homies taught us was, it's just like this. Like you got to give them that applesauce, then give them the steak.
Facts.
So once you say this, nah. I got your attention.
Yeah.
Now let me break this down. Let me show you what this symbol mean. Let me show you what this color mean. Everything is color coordinated in the jungle. Why? Because of this, that, and that. It's a lot of stuff you don't know because the people that control our school system don't want you to damn know.
Answer me this though, Duck, because as a person that has had to deal with social media platforms being shut down and stuff like that, how does that impact your movement and how does that make you feel when you see that occurring?
It like I tell people, when you see that happen or a video go up and they will hurry up and take it down, you need to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
If they can show a big in their head, blow it off and leave it on there forever. But when you say something about this or this happened, they be boom. You need to understand, that's an indication that they don't want you to know that and why. We need to find out why. It's just common sense, like I tell people, man, but common sense ain't so common.
They say nonsense is common sense nowadays. You see what I'm saying? Lastly, Duck, how can these folks contact you? And is there anything you want to tell your fans?
Oh, man, like I said, I appreciate everybody that been following me. We family. My following, we family. We share stuff. Everybody don't agree with everything I say, but that's the whole purpose of us coming together. Exactly. We come together. So, and I read the comments. I can't read them all, but a lot of them woke. A lot of them know what's up, and a lot of them be white folks. They know what's up. It's just I try to come as a positive energy, man. I really don't, because I understand, man. We fighting as black and white, but like I say, the people who put that in our head, it ain't me or it ain't you. It's the ones who running the world, and you got to understand that they got us divided. So I just try to come real, man. I just appreciate them, man, just for giving me the opportunity to listen to me, man, check me out, and just vibe with me, man. I really love that. So, but hey, man, you can just Google me, man. If you go to Instagram, Papa Duck 561. Facebook is Facebook.com/Papa Duck fan page. Snapchat is Papa Duck SLMG, and on YouTube it's just Papa Duck. You know what I'm saying?
Duck, my dog, appreciate you coming through this thing, man.
Definitely,
Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio, shout it. Papa Duck, holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.
Straight up.